Hello everybody, I'm going to be making this project right here, and it can be a size for your phone. It can be a crochet hook caddy. Put all your hooks in it. Okay, that works. It can be an eyeglass case. Lots of options. It's very Christmassy, and it is a quick working project that is worked in sections of 4 double crochet. Actually, they're modified double crochets, and I will teach you how to do those, and chains. And that is the entire project. Then at the end, I show you how to make this cute little effect on the end, which is really just a slip stitch on one end, 5 half double crochets, and slip stitch into the next, 5 half double crochets, slip stitch in the next, 5 half double crochets, and so forth. I'm going to use it for an eyeglass case because what I thought would fit my phone did not. And I'm going to show you this right now so that you do not come across the same problem. You need to take into account, I thought stitching it together would be sufficient, and it does fit. I'll put it in there for you. This is the iPhone 6 Plus a Mophie case on it, so it is huge. It does fit. I just don't know how fond I am of it in it. See how it pulls there? A little too tight. It's just a little too tight, but it's perfect as an eyeglass case. Fits perfectly for my eyeglasses. What you will need today is some type of cutting device, a tapestry needle with an eye big enough to fit through your yarn. I used today Lion brand Wool Ease. It's a very sparkly white, and then I used the red. I lost the paper on it, but it's a red sparkly as well. It's got sparkles. I used a 3.5 Clover Armor hook today for this project. If you wanted it smaller and wanted to do the same stitching, you could use one size smaller, maybe a 3-inch hook, and do exactly 4 across. And I think that, like, if you just had the 6, you would want to use a 2.5 or a 3 hook. And if you wanted it a bigger project, you could use a bigger hook, or you could go 5 across instead of 4. And in that instance, you would have to have a bigger beginning chain. So what you're going to do, the easiest way to do this is to chain 1, and then you're going to go sets of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that big enough? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that big enough? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that big enough? No. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is that big enough? Probably. I think that's exactly what I did. I'm wishing I had went 5, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that would definitely be big enough. Now here's why I'm showing you this. Not only do I think it would be plenty, I think it would be too big. And that was why I didn't make it this size to begin with, because look how much wider it is than that phone. It's a good 4 stitches. Well, One is going to be taken up in the shells on the edges. And then you need room for the depth of the phone. And that is easily one of those whole little blocks each. But with stretch, I would only make one more. So I went 5 across, room for, I did 4 across 5 times. And then you need one more for the room to sew your shells on the other side. Get it? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and in my case 5. I did one more. And then one stitch over here to house these shells, one stitch over here to house these shells. I hope that makes sense to you. So I've made actually 25 stitches on this very first chain for my particular project. It's sets of 4 plus 2 is your base. Then you had to chain 3, and that's going to be your first stitches on your next row. And you're going to actually slip stitch into the 8th stitch away from you and make a little loop. So you're going to insert your hook and pull through, making this little loop down here on the end. Chain 3 and insert your hook into the 4th, 1, 2, 3, 4 for a slip stitch. Okay? And you're going to do that all the way across, and that is going to make these stitches right here. Okay? I just really want you to understand the count in the beginning. I don't know how clear I was, but I want you to know that that's what you do. It's a repeat of 4 for the number of sets you want to cross, plus 1 on the end, each end. That's 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, and in my case I wanted 5 across, so I was at 22, plus 3, which is your first set of 3 right here. And then you're going to slip stitch into the 8th one across. Chain 3, slip stitch into the 4th one. Chain 3, slip stitch into the 4th one. Chain 3, slip stitch into the end. And then you'll start the repeat, which is with your next color, and I'll show you all of that now. Okay, so we have our extra one on the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And our extra one. Chain 3. And in our 4th stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch. Okay, so in actuality, this is 7 stitches in here that we've skipped. The chain up 3, which was for our over, and our 4 to begin with. Chain 3. One, 2, 3, and in the 4th. Yes, I'm 1 back. Chain 3. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th. Insert your hook and slip stitch. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th. Slip stitch. Okay, we have that 1 stitch for our sewing together. So over here, this 4th stitch out here is for our first, for our sewing chain as well. Okay, so you've inserted your hook into that last stitch. You're going to, instead of pulling up the red, you're going to pull up and through with your white. Okay. So pull through with your white. And now we're going to be working with our white yarn. So we're going to chain 3. Okay, sorry guys, but that was work, and that is, we have a funeral this week at the church, so I might be getting phone calls this week. Okay, so what I want you to do is, so you've chained up 3 and that's the end of your work, but that is not part of your actual phone case. That's where we're going to be sewing in. So what I need you to do is to make sure that your red working yarn is sitting over the edge of your phone. Over the edge of your phone, of your working space, okay? Because we want to crochet that in instead of having to sew in the ends. And you are welcome to also put your stragglers in there if you want to. It's a lot, and if you're new at this, it might not be ideal for you to do it all. But if you want to, you certainly can. So you've chained up 3, and you're going to do your modified double crochet. And so what that is yarn over, insert your hook into the space, the chain 3 space that we made. Okay, so I have all 3 pieces of my tails and my red working yarn in my over my work. I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 1. See that there? Just 1. And that makes this just a little bit tighter to secure all of that. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. So you're actually doing a little bit of an extra step, a little extra stitch right here. Okay, let me see if I can make that better. Okay. Let's see if that's better for you. Does this bug you guys? Tell me if it does. If this background bothers you, I could maybe flip it, or if, you know, if these bug you, let me know. I could maybe put something down over it. Just let me know. Okay, so you're going to do that 4 times in each chain 3 space. So once again, you've yarned over. You insert your hook into the chain 3 space. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 1, not 2. Pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay? It makes for a very pretty stitch. Do that 2 more times in this same chain 3 space, working over all 3 pieces of your tail and your red working yarn. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 1. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 1. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, there's your 4. That's your very first, that's the edge of your phone case right there. Here's your sewing. Okay, so you're going to do that right in the other spaces of your phone case. However many you have, you're just going to be doing this modified double crochet in every space. Yarn over and pull through 1 loop, yarn over and pull through 2, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, drop a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Do it 2 more times. And there's your 4 in your second set. Okay? There's that. And you're going to do that whole repeat 2 more times in each of these spaces right here. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 1, yarn over and pull through 2, and pull through 2. Do that 3 more times, and then 4 in this set, and I will meet you right back here. As you're chaining on this side where you've chained up 3 white, what you want to do is chain 2. See that there? There's 2 chains. And on the third one, you're bringing up the white and the red. See them both there? And you're bringing that through the last chain. Okay, so here we are at the end. At this point, you can safely cut off your tails. Make sure you only get your tails. And I don't have any clippers in here, so I can't do it. But you can cut off your tails, making sure you only get your tails. And your working red yarn is still there. So what you're going to do is you're going to do into this chain space. That is your turning. Make sure you're in the actual stitch. See, there's red on both sides. You're in the chain itself. So okay. See, that's how you would normally do it, but what I want you to do is not come through that last stitch. Okay, and you got to slip into this last one to change colors, right? So you insert your hook here, pull up both colors, and slip through. And then, oh, I split my yarn. Okay, you've got your chain 3. You insert your hook into the space, yarn over and pull up a loop, and pull through, and not drop your work, because Gina does it so often, for a slip stitch. Okay? Drop loop, and slip stitch. And you're going to do that 2 more times to get over here to the end. Okay, and now you're working with your white. And now that is what you look like. You go 1, 2, and 3 for your next chain space. Those are quite big chains. Let me tighten that up. I don't want it that loose, because I want it to snugly fit my phone. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work. Your red's over here. See that there? Get it up here on the top. Now, here's the deal. Here's your edge. This is what we're going to be sewing in with. And now we're going to modified double crochet over this row, but you have to make sure that you're not only getting your chain, but you're getting your red working yarn and where we carried over the white. We don't want to see that. We want it hidden, right? We don't want to see that. That's going to go away with this modified double crochet. Okay, so yarn over, insert your hook in between the 2 whites so that you get them all. Yarn over and drop a loop. Yarn over and go through 1. Yarn over and go through 2. Yarn over and go through 2. And don't drop your stitch. How many times can Gina say that? Oh my goodness. Okay. Do it again. Two. Get yourself some yarn if you need it. I'm going to hit an edgy. I thought I was going to hit a knot. Okay, so 3 and 4. Okay. So there you go. That's what it looks like. Okay. So what do? You yarn over and go into the next set. Getting all those pieces. Did I skip any? Nope, I did good. Right in here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's do it one more time. I really want you to see what this all looks like. It's so pretty. Well, I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure I put a picture of it in the beginning. Or I talked about it. I haven't made it yet, so I'm actually doing this right along with you. 1. This is the first time I've ever made it. In this, I made that blanket, but I didn't do the modified double crochet in that, where I had the tight stitch right here, and I really love the way that looks. It just looks so much better. Now, of course, you know that all this over here is going to be hidden, because it's in our sewing. But this is what you're going to see right there. Isn't it pretty? I love it. And of course, if you want your main color to be red, then you would start with your white, right? You know, whichever color you want your main color to be, you start with the other color. Because, now see, I dropped that. I didn't do that right. Whichever one you start with is not the color that is the main focus of this project. So there's 4, and then the last one. And then you're just going to continue to do this until the project itself reaches the length that you need for, I did something wrong. What am I can't talk and crochet? What's up with that? That's not cool. I've lost something, haven't I? Seems like I'm missing something. Oh, it's up in there. See? I couldn't find the white piece. For however long it takes for your phone or your project, whatever you're making, to fit. So, say, in essence, you know, this is my case, right? So I'm going to sew these together like this. This is going to be it. And it's got to, this whole thing plus, you know, twice. Because it's got to be the back and the front, and then you sew them together on the sides. And that's what it looks like. In essence, really all you're going to see is that. And then you finish with the red, and this is the top of your project. The red. After you sew them together, all you see is the red edging. It's pretty, huh? And then you've got to do it on the edge here into this stitch right here. And this is the one where you drop the white, bring up your red, pull it through, and then you pull your white over, and it's becoming kind of tangly, so flip your yarn however you need to flip it to get it separated again. There, like that. Okay, so then at this point we're going to turn our work, and our white's going to come up. Okay, so we've chained up 3 for our next working space, and we want to make sure that our white is there and taut, and we want to slip stitch, do it again, slip stitch to the top, and this is the entire project. Okay, there is nothing else to the project till we get to the end and we need to sew it together. I just want to show you something. Sorry, my phone has a text on it. About practice, because we have to get ready for our Christmas program at church. And I am the piano player on the worship team. One of them. There's 2 of us. Well, there's 3 of us, actually. But there's 2 of us that plays in each service. Okay, enough about that. This is what I want to show you. Okay, so when you get across here to this one side, and you need to change colors, let's just assume we're going to do another row, which I'm not going to do another row. What I have found, the easiest way to turn, the cleanest way to, see, I tried. Look at all these ways I tried. All those different ways I tried. But then when you get up here, look how clean it is. See that? I love that. That is just clean. And all I did was, when I got to the edge of a row, see over here, look how clean it is. This is what I did. I figured out. I mean, I tried and tried. Tried and true. And I'm going to show this at the beginning of the video so that you know this is the second time you're seeing this. When I change colors, I do a slip knot with both. Like, say for instance, let me go back and just finish the row. Hold on. It's really whenever you're right here. Okay, and you got to slip into this last one to change colors, right? So you insert your hook here, pull up both colors, and slip through. And then, oh, I split my yarn. And then, whenever you turn your work to do the next side, so you just lay the red up there, and you just chain up your 3 with, like, this is your first stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then you just put your, you double crochet over like you always do. I'm liking this best. Okay, so as you're chaining on this side where you've chained up 3 white, what you want to do is chain 2. See that there? There's 2 chains, and on the third one you're bringing up the white and the red. See them both there? And you're bringing that through the last chain. It's just the cleanest way. I just like it best. It just looks better. I mean, this, these down here, I just don't like the way they're looking. It's just all over the place. I don't like all that. Which, this is the inside of the I mean, you're not going to see these anyways because they're going to be hid on the side. It's just you never know. You might see a thing or two. I still have those stragglers because I haven't taken them off. Okay, so here's what we are going to do to finish this project. Let's come back over here, and I need to take this out because I'm done. And I need to take this last stitch out. And I'm back right here. Okay, actually what I think I'm going to do is take just the red for a moment and put it completely up here in the red, skipping the white completely, and slip those together. I'm not going to deal with the white at all. I'm going to cut that, if this works, later, and I'm going to sew that in. And then I'm going to half double crochet so I have a space here, a little bit more room. And I'm going to put 5 in each one. Okay, and then just come straight over to the next one. Let's do a slip stitch first to get our little shell down here. So slip, and then do 5 half double crochet. Making sure you're only going around these 2 chains right here, those 2. So I get my 5 in, and I'm gonna slip. Well, I had my hook in there, I should have just stayed. Slip the stitch that together, and do my 5 half double crochet. Hope you enjoyed this. This is a very quick and easy, all total time, it probably took me an hour, maybe an hour to make this, hour and a half. I watched a couple of shows. So I'm going to finish this up and I'll be right back. Okay, real quick, I just want to say, make sure you're looking at both sides of your work, because I had skipped, kind of like I did 1 in 2 on the back, and I didn't realize that I was all the way down here, and I was like, why is this not fitting? I don't understand what's going on. And it was because I had kind of went together on the back. So every couple of, you know, times, make sure you're looking just to make sure that you're actually doing your 5 in your one little set of 3 chain space. Okay? Just want a little bit of a warning there, because I did it, and which we all know Gina's goofy. I do goofy things. But isn't it cute? I love it. It's so, so, so cute. I hope I explained it clear and concise for you. And if I didn't, you have any questions, give me a holler. Okay, and I'll do my best to answer it for you. Okay? Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.